Welcome to the Big Movement Podcast. If you're ready to create results and make huge strides in your business, finances, personal development, and health, then you're in the right place. Pushing past excuses and powering through procrastination can be a challenge alone. Here, you'll get the support, tools, and knowledge you need to get to the level you desire in your business and life. Let's get started with your host, Byron Ingram.
And welcome to another episode of the Big Movement Podcast. Today, we're going to start a series where we're going to dive into what I call the 6 phases of the marketing hierarchy. And ultimately, this comes down to the purpose of marketing. Why is it that we have to do it? And it comes down to we're here to attract and convert prospects into clients. Otherwise, what's the purpose of being in business if you're not going to attract the people that you are meant to serve? However, far too often what happens with business owners and entrepreneurs, they want to skip the different stages and go straight from, hi, how are you, to making someone a client. Well, this goes back down to dating examples that you've heard me use, which simply it's the same thing as you walk up to a girl into a bar and say, hey, your place or mine, and there's no interaction. And what do you think is going to happen? The person's going to look at you and think, you are a dirtbag, and they walk away. Well, think about what happens in your business when you approach someone without going through these steps. This is the exact thing that happens. So to achieve success, we actually need to move sequentially through each of these steps because that leads us to the success that we desire. So over the next several weeks, we're going to go into the detail of each of these areas, which I'm going to briefly cover. So the first one is your audience, and this is identifying your ideal client. And that's making sure that you know who you're trying to talk to, who in the world do you want to attract. This is so critical because what happens in so many cases with a business when they're starting out, they're using I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, because it goes down to that fear of missing out. Well, what if I miss out on this opportunity? What if that person buys from somebody else? Get over it. There will be people that you can buy from, and then there's going to be people that they're just not going to do business with you. So it's going to take a little bit of time, not a big deal. So we're going to dive into how you can identify your ideal client. The second area is awareness, and this is brand building, because at this stage, you're letting everybody know you're there. And if people don't know who you are, it doesn't matter. You can have the best kept secret, you can have the best steak, the best salad, the best whatever, and if no one knows that you exist, it doesn't matter. So your brand building is really letting people know you are planting your flag and you are there. The next thing, it gets into community building. And why community building is important is that this is your tribe. These are the people that begin to know, like, and trust you. They follow you, what you're saying. This is what you should be doing on Facebook, social media every single day, because when you do this, people begin to look at you and say, you're the expert. And that's why you must do community building. And that leads us into the next area, that fourth area, which is expert positioning. Because it doesn't do any good if you build a community, you're building that brand awareness, and people think it's amateur hour. When people hire someone, they want to say, this person really knows their stuff. So what do? They hire you. So this is critical of why you must position yourself as an expert, because so many people, they skip this step and then well, how come they are not achieving the results they are seeking? It's because someone doesn't see them as an authority. So we're going to dive into some of the different ways when we get to this part of it, of what you can be able to do to position yourself as the expert in your field, in your city, or wherever you are doing business at, so people come to you over the competition. And the next area gets into, guess what? This is conversion. And this is converting these prospects into authority, into those clients. They see, like, yes, you know what you're talking about. They want to do business with you. It is perfect. And why is this important? Because if you're not converting people into clients, well, you have a hobby. And that's the difference between a business owner and, guess what a hobby is? A hobbyist is just doing it for free. A business owner, they're doing it to make money. So you have to decide, which one are you? Are you going to be the business owner, or are you going to be the hobbyist? But in this particular case, this is going into how do you convert the people where they're sitting on the fence, you've loved on them, they're thinking, oh my gosh, I love this, you know what you're talking about, and you can go in there and say, let's make this happen. and you close the deal. So we're going to go into some of those strategies in that particular week. And lastly, this is one section that's often forgotten about. This is what I call the expansion phase. And the expansion phase is ultimately about generating referrals, because you've built up your brand, you built up the community, you've built up your expert status, you converted people to clients, you have the social proof because of it. And guess what people do? They say, we are going to refer you to people we know because you helped us, so you're going to help the people that we're connected to. And that's the whole purpose behind it, because then it magnifies your marketing dollars. If you're not doing this particular phase, you're missing the point of building a business, because the best form of advertising is word of mouth, but you have got to earn that right to ask for the referral. And this process is going to help you achieve that. So what I encourage you to do, if you have not done so already, hit the subscribe button. So that way, over the next several weeks, you can be able to get these valuable nuggets to help you in growing your business, because 2017 and beyond is meant for you, the entrepreneur, the person who is designing their life to be lived according to their terms and create the financial freedom that you're meant to have. So go out there and start marketing your business and begin helping people, because you're worth it, and it's your destiny, your duty, and your responsibility to make a difference in the world.
Thanks for listening to the Big Movement Podcast today. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now that you've surely been inspired to take your entrepreneurial career and business to the next level, you can stop by the website and get more. And if you're ready to boost your business brand, be sure to grab your free report, 7 Easy Steps to Build Your Brand Today.